Hello, it's Jake again, bringing you this month's PS4 roundup. Whether you celebrate Easter or not, I hope you had the chance to enjoy copious amounts of chocolate. I'm sick to the back teeth of the stuff, but as long as it's in my cupboards, I'm gonna keep eating it. It's probably too late by now to have the perfect summer body anyway, right? Anyway, enough about my beautiful curves. Let's get down to this month's roundup. I can't tell you how excited I was for this first one. It's Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney Trilogy on the PS4. Phoenix Wright on the PS4. Way back in the days of the big fat chunky Nintendo DS, I was a huge fan of Phoenix Wright and I played that game for hours. The series has sold over 6.7 million copies to date, and now that it's coming to the PS4, you'll be able to defend your clients on the big screen too. Now don't worry, the graphics have been overhauled so they won't look terrible and pixely on the big screen, so all the zany, quirky, character-driven action is presented perfectly crisp and clean. After scraping together as much evidence as you can find, the courtroom scenes play out like an insane telenovela-style drama. It's wicked. And that's where this game is at its stupidest and best. The game series sits in that lovely little spot where it's a game I absolutely loved, and loved to death, but so long ago that I really don't remember anything that happened in it, so being able to pick it up again is going to be so much fun. Even if I don't get to use the DS microphone to shout "Objection!" at every opportunity. Next up is World War Z, which I'm told is only tentatively based on that Brad Pitt movie that loads of people enjoyed the trailer for, but not loads of people went to go and actually see. The gameplay echoes Left 4 Dead. Levels can be completed either alone with the assistance of AI bots, or you can choose to play it through with up to 3 of your mates. It goes into a little more detail than Left 4 Dead. There's an extensive weapon upgrade system to play with, and also there's character classes like Gunslinger, Hellraiser and Medic, so there should be plenty of replay value in here as well. Stealth is apparently also a viable option here, and the level of noise that you and your little gang makes will affect how many zombies will come running after you. But really, I know how I'll be playing it. Nobody plays a zombie game to sneak around them. You play them to repeatedly empty shotgun shells into zombies and rescue that one friend who just can't time his reloads properly. It doesn't seem like there's anything particularly special about World War Z, but in my books, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. This looks like a lot of fun. Now this was probably the biggest release of the month. It's Mortal Kombat 11. If you've never heard of Mortal Kombat, then you must have spent most of your life living under a rock. The series has been around since 1992, progressing from arcade to consoles, and is a fighting game that smacks of fantasy horror. Intense violence, impending doom, etc, etc. As you'd expect, everything has the sequel upgrade in line of new graphics and responsive fighting mechanics. There is a lot of storyline to follow here for those of you that look for that in a fighting game, or already have long-term investment in the characters. For those of you that just want to pull out some spines, you can dive right in and do that too. A few places I've seen have actually billed it as a really great one for first-time players as well, so don't be afraid to pick it up if you're not really that into beat-em-up games. It's been billed as one of the best Mortal Kombat games to date, so it's perfect for superfans and first impressions alike. And last, but certainly not least in our April roundup, we have a second zombie game, the epic open-world RPG, Days Gone. In Days Gone, you play as Deacon, a guy who has survived the initial outbreak and now explores the world on his motorbike. You progress through the game's story by completing missions for both yourself and for groups of survivors, who will reward you with new weapons and upgrades for your bike and stuff like that. As you upgrade your bike so you can get more mileage out of it, you'll be able to explore further afield before having to forage for more gas, and find new zombie hordes, nests and camps to clear out too. Zombie games are incredibly popular, from Left 4 Dead to the plain old zombie mode in Call of Duty, but a guy on his bike travelling through the countryside is a new perspective, if a little unoriginal, but I'm really interested to try this one out. And there we go. That's our top PS4 releases for this month. Did we miss any of your favourites? Let us know in the comments below. And, as always, for all the latest games and movies, visit us in store or at webuy.com. See you next time! CeX.